So, the Batman Part 2 has got an update. We haven't been getting many updates about this movie, but we got one now. And that is that Scarlett Johansson is going to be in the movie. Now, instantly, some people thought Poison Ivy. Apparently, that's been debunked. But take that with a pinch of salt. Who knows, right? Who knows? I think this is good for Scarlett Johansson. Like, this is good for her career. Because apparently she's going to be playing a villain, right? So, the rumour is, just rumour, take it with a pinch of salt, is that she's going to play Robert Pattinson's love interest. And then it'll be revealed that actually she's a villain. Fine. Fine. Okay, cool. I think for Scarlett, as an actor, you know, she's played Black Widow for so long now. And various iterations of heroes or hero-adjacent protagonist characters. I think it'd be really good for her to sink her teeth into a villainous role. I think it'd be really good. I can't remember the last time she was a villain. She starred in that movie, I can't remember what it was called now, where she sort of seductively led men to like an alien to go up to the meat grinder, and then she took her skin off. I think it was something called The Skin or something like that. Under the Skin. There you go. I think it was called that. Anyway, and that wasn't really a villain, but kind of was, but kind of wasn't. I can't remember the last time she was in a villain role. So I think this would be good for her. I think this would be good for her. Good for us. She can act. She can. I haven't seen it for a while though, so who knows? But let's get into this. This is an exclusive to Deadline, and I like the Batman world that they've created. If you haven't watched it, go watch The Penguin on HBO. Man, that's good TV. That is really good TV from start to finish. It's stellar. It's stellar. That year that came out was last year, I think. I don't think it was this year. It was last year. There were two just exceptional series that I would have said was 10 out of 10. The Penguin was one of them. And then the other was Shogun. And both were just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So anyway, Deadline says, after spending almost a decade defending the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Black Widow, the Bat Signal may be calling Scarlett Johansson, DC Studios' latest chapter in the Batman series. While it is unknown where things stand in the deal-making process, sources tell Deadline that the Oscar-nominated Johansson is in final negotiations with the studio and director Matt Reeves for one of the new roles in the Batman Part 2. The fact that this has come to the trades, one would say, presume anyway, that this is very close to being done. If not, it is a done deal. It'd be rare if that isn't the case, you know? That'd be quite rare. Although I will say sometimes they leak it to the press just to get people to back it, get some buzz, and then they seal the deal that way, and make more money or interest or whatever. So if a deal closes, she would join Robert Pattinson, who is set to reprise his role as the Caped Crusader in the upcoming sequel that Reeves is writing and directing. DC had no comment. Undeniably, of course. So Johansson has been busy getting her affairs in order for her 2026 shooting schedule. Most recently coming on to star in a new Exorcist film for Blumhouse. Didn't know she was going to be in that. That's interesting. She's in the new Exorcist movie. Huh. That's interesting. She's branching out a lot, isn't she? But also getting her ducks in a row. She did the Jurassic World film. Now an Exorcist film. Now a Batman film. That's interesting. Good on her. Really branching out there, to be honest. So Deadline was the first to break that news, and at the time insiders said her team at CAA was working out how she would be able to do both. And insiders now say that schedule has been settled. So, if she's going to be shooting but this sounds like the Batman is secured, basically. If her schedule is settled, then that means she's signed on to the Batman, doesn't it? So when it comes to plot details and who Johansson might be playing, the film's secrets are harder to uncover than Bruce Wayne's Batcave. The Warner Brothers DC Studios pick is set to start production in the spring, and will open in theatres on October 1st, 2027. So Reeves, the Batman, was the first fire-breathing theatrical release for Warner Brothers post-COVID, after implementing a day-and-date release strategy on HBO Max. The movie starring Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz grossed $369.3 million at the domestic box office, $772 million worldwide. With her days in the MCU behind her, Johansson has been busy setting up multiple franchises that will keep her busy for the foreseeable future. Besides The Exorcist and The Batman, she recently helped relaunch Jurassic World. And that's coming back for a sequel. I don't know if she is, though. I presume so, but who knows? Johansson recently made her directorial debut with Eleanor the Great, which world premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. And then she's going to be seen in James Gray, Paper Tiger, opposite Miles Teller and Adam Driver. So, I mean, there you go. That's kind of the news, really. So, there was some reports, like I said, that she's going to play the love interest to Bruce Wayne, Robert Pattinson. Which, yeah, that works. She's still got sex appeal, and that's believable. And then going to do a villainous turn. I think that'd be quite fun. Who could she play? Apparently Poison Ivy isn't going to be the case, right? Apparently she's not playing Poison Ivy. So if it's not playing Poison Ivy, I think it'd be too early to bring in like Mask of the Phantasm style character. I doubt that they'll go down the route of some kind of Harley Quinn type character. I wouldn't imagine Matt Reeves would want to do that. Though I could be wrong. And ultimately that could work because, of course, it's a psychiatrist. You know? So that could work, actually. So, yeah, I don't have much else really to say on this. I think it's interesting. Who do you think she would play? The more I think about it, a Harlequin could work in a realistic live-action world that Matt Reeves is establishing. She'd only have to play a psychiatrist as a villainous turn. That could work. Thoughts down below. Bye now.